Hello, hey there, it's Barb. I wonder what I'm doing today. It's Crumbl Cookie time. It's Crumbl Cookie time. I hope you don't mind. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing out there? Well, goodness, what a big weekend we just came off of. Now, some people are still celebrating Passover, which is wonderful. And we'll talk more about that later. But hi, you all out there. And I have a little frog song coming out on Wednesday in honor of Passover. Well, I know I want to talk. You know how I love to talk. Oh, there's so many things to get into. And I don't want these cookies to get cold. Not that they will, but they just come right hot out of the oven. And I just love that, or out of whatever it comes out of. So let's just start with, I'll try to do this really fast and short. I'm going to try to do it at the end sometime. Crumbl cookies, Crumbl cookies, warm and delicious, soft and sweet. Crumbl cookies, Crumbl cookies. Oh, what a treat, they can't be beat. I'm singing, oh, what a treat, they can't be beat. I always get a kick out of that. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. It's funny. Time flies, but lately when I haven't been doing Crumbl, I go, "Cow, is it not Monday yet?" But anyway, da 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 da. Let's do the unveiling of our cookies this week. Oh, you all. I got to be honest with you. At first, I was like, oh, I'm not that impressed. Now I'm very impressed. Let me show you the Beautimus. The Beautimus. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the names of them. First is our caramel. You see the little caramel? Oh, Jillian, she was the sweetie pie that waited on me last week. Well, she was right there in the front this week. And she remembered me. I don't know why. Anyway, she told me that was her favorite, so we got to watch out for that. Look at this huge, gigantic one. I don't know how I got so lucky. Look at that baby right there. That's the red velvet white chip. Now, red velvet. Some of those people love red velvet cake. And then, not that I don't. We'll talk about that later. And then there's a Snickerdoodle. And then there's the Boston cream pie, you Bostonians. Ooh, we got a package of delight. What is it? What's in the pink box? Open the pink box. I can't remember. But anyway, that is our treasure trove of love, deliciousness, and yummy delight. Yes. So I tell you, I think we should get started, don't you? Ooh, I sound evil. I don't know what gets me tickled about doing this. I think that I'm just getting away with having fun and having cookies and just being all me. Sometimes our society doesn't let us just truly be who we are. And, love me or leave me. You can always turn me off or whatever, or change the channel. But I tell you, I just having a good time. And I tell you, you all out there, my beautiful people that watch, I know some of you all never know who you are. Just know that I just appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. I got a little okay, we got to get to business. Look at this, you all. Look at this. Let me get close to you now so you can enjoy the beauty. Oh, come on, Bobby. There we go. It's the Carmel Cake cookie, a fluffy sugar cookie smothered with sweet and smooth caramel glaze. Look at that puppy. Now, this is the one Jillian said she really liked. Oh, it smells good. Oh, you all, I wish you could smell it. It smells like maple. Oh, I love me some maple. That is like, maple candy. Oh, send me to heaven and back. Oh, I could just sit here and smell this cookie all day. I kind of don't want to eat it. I want to smell it. Oh, I love it. Okay, but I don't know if I love the cookie now. Let me take a bite, right? Oh, goodness, I want to get that caramel in there. I'm going to push this cream to the side so I make sure I get a bite. I'm pushing it all. Oh, it doesn't taste mapley, which it's not supposed to. It's supposed to taste like caramel. Okay, let me take a bite. It's not what I was thinking it would taste like. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't break it in half. Do. Oh, how they do in the commercial on Crumbl Cookie website. If you haven't been to Crumbl Cookie website, you got to go there. On Sundays, they announce what the next 4 are. I think next Saturday they're going to stop doing the pink swirl sugar cookie and have 5 different ones. I'm not sure, but I kind of heard wind of that. But look at that, you all. Look at that melting. Come here. Ooh. Okay, let me take a bite there. Huh. I don't know what to say about it. I want to say, oh, I wouldn't agree with Jillian. I don't think this is going to be my favorite. Something's not quite there. Well, I think because the smell of it smelled like maple, my mind's all messed up, which isn't unusual. I don't know if I taste caramel. It's an interesting taste. Of course, it's sugary and it's warm and it's a beautiful cookie. I'm sorry I keep eating it. I don't know if it has a lot of flavor. It could have more caramel flavor in it, I think, you all. You know, Crumby, I'm telling you. I think I'd give it a 7. And that's what I think I would do. A 7 for the caramel cookie. And, I mean, I love me some caramel. I was raised up in Michigan, and when we would make our caramel apples, those craft caramels. Now, in the South, when I was trying to make, I used to have huge Halloweens. I mean, I'm talking huge. I would start planning it the year before. And by like September, what was it? The rule was September 1st, I started on the outside of the house. October 1st, I started on the inside of the house. And every room, I would take down all my pictures, all my paintings, and change it to, and every room in my apartment, it was a nice size apartment, had a different age group. And then the one room had a room for the Girl Scouts, because it was Juliette Lowe, the founder's birthday on October 31st, I think. Maybe the 30th, but I think it was the 31st. So I would always have brownies for the Girl Scouts in celebration Juliette Lowe, and have all these little things all over the wall about the Girl Scouts. And then, and you know, I'm a detail person, so it was all, I mean, Lord, I tell you, the things I did. And I didn't believe in just giving kids candies, because everyone doesn't want candy. So I'd always give them a toy, and then the parents got a toy, and then the parents, you know, I always gave out regular size candy bars and all that. But I always made homemade caramel apples and Rice Krispie treats, and, you know, shape of ghost or bat, black one, you know, with bat. And always had pizza, and I had popcorn. Did I have popcorn balls? Yeah, I used to make popcorn balls, not every year, but I had homemade caramel apples, Rice Krispie treats, and I always did something else, but I can't remember. Because when I started my first year of having trick-or-treaters, I only had like 7. By the end, when I had to move, goodness sakes, I had lines down the street. And it kind of got to me a little bit, because I lived near a place where really wealthy people lived. Obviously, I wasn't wealthy, but, and they were handing out penny candy. And I was like, what? So I was determined. I saved my money, and I was handing out, you know, $1 candy bars. I'm like, no. But it was balls of fun. And then outside, I'd have a theme every year. Like my last year, I think I had the baseball theme, and I had a huge mitt hanging on from the window. You know, it's like a raft. And then I had like a home run, and I had a house with legs, and I can't remember, a short stop. I had a stop sign with a short. It was very short and run. Anyway, and then I had friends come, and they were vending people, and I made these things out of cardboard where they handed out little plastic spider rings and stuff like that. Oh, fun. But anyway, what I was trying to say, back to the caramel cookie, the caramel cake, is that when I was making caramel apples around here, they didn't have craft caramels. And I was like, you gotta have your craft caramels when you make a caramel apple, people. Now, I know everybody's from all over the world, but if you've heard of craft caramel, get those. Woo! Now, I did try it with other ones, and they were good. But finally, they started, you know, I would talk to every manager in every supermarket, and finally now they had craft caramels everywhere. The first year where I didn't do it because I had moved, there was craft caramels everywhere. But anyway, I had to move because I had been injured, and it was that 3 years where I couldn't walk, and it was in the beginning of that time, and my Cobra cost me more than my rent. Oh, I was spending every penny on myself. But I had a really good friend who, Debbie, and she's just wonderful, and her husband, and they go to India half the year, so they told me to come live at their house. And if it wasn't for them, you know, we are all a moment away from being homeless. I mean, oh God, I am on a roll. Goodness sakes, I don't know if I'll get to the cookies, but I got to say this. I'm going to talk more about this some other time, but I really believe we're all a moment away from being homeless. I mean, if you don't have family or something happens to your family and you're by yourself and, you know, you might have moved and you don't have a lot of friends where you're at, and or your friends are busy with children or grandchildren or illness or injury or whatever, you know, you're on your own. And, you know, I know people who are very judgmental of homeless people, and it really gets to my heart. And I know some people have mental illness, and I know some people are hooked on alcohol, cocaine, drugs, whatever. But, you know, there are people there that just, hard times come to people. And you know, I've known very wealthy people. This one woman, she told me, she said, I don't belong here. I was in the public low-income housing community. She goes, Barb, I don't belong here. And I said, well, what do you mean you don't belong here? She said, well, I'm just not like them. I said, I really don't understand what you're saying. And she said, well, I'm from a very affluent community, and my husband was very wealthy, and he didn't want me to learn how to drive, and I didn't have my own savings account. And all of a sudden he divorced me on a dime, and I don't have anything because he hid the money, and I ended up here with my 2 boys. And she wouldn't let her boys go outside because she was so scared. So she joined our center. And I tell you, I just thought, and she said, and I said, you know, you're not different from anybody else. I said, these are people, and this is what I used to tell my staff and my volunteers and stuff. I'd say, people are people are people. And if you can remember that in life, my friends, oh, I'm on a soapbox, but people are people are people. And, you know, is it someone's fault if they're mentally ill that they're out on the streets? I mean, our society has dropped mental health help. I mean, like a lead balloon. Back in the 80s, it was just like they were stopping, you know, one-on-ones. We used to have one-on-ones. Somebody would be hired to be with a child that was mentally, emotionally challenged or physically challenged, and those are out the window. And if we as a society aren't willing to put the money behind mental health, well, then we reap what we sow, my loves. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, and if you disagree, that's okay. You know, it's okay if you disagree, but that's my take. And I have a lot more to say, but I'm going to try to get to a cookie. Okay, so the next one is the red velvet white chip. Oh, you all. Look at that big baby. Look at that big mama. Okay, I'm going to break this one open, and then we'll use the cutter. Ooh, y'all, come here. Come here, let's open it. It all fell. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to eat it. Don't you worry. Not that you're worried. Look inside there. They're little white chips. Gooey, wooey, jewy. Okay, let's take a bite. All right? This is better than I thought it was going to be. It almost tastes like chocolate. Oh! This may be coming to a 10. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I didn't describe it to you. Hang on. I got to follow my... Okay, say that beautiful thing. It says your favorite cake. Well, that's not for everybody, but anyway, it says elevated, a dark red velvet cookie loaded with gooey white chips. See those white chips in there? You all, I'm excited about this. Oh my goodness. Well, a 9, but I think it's a 10. Why do I like this so much? I think the reason why I'm not giving it a 10 is because I'm confused why I like it so much. It tastes like a hint of chocolate. Now, red velvet cake, well, I've never really understood the taste of red velvet cake. So that's probably why I'm confused. I'm from the north, and the south, they have red velvet cake everywhere. I had never had it till I came down here. Oh, this is a delight. Y'all, you're going to love this cookie. I'll keep it at a 9, 9.5. Because it's very confusing because I want to say it doesn't taste like red velvet, but I think it does. I'm really helpful, aren't I? I get that one. I get that one, people. If you can only have the money for one, that's a goodie. That's a goodie tootie. Ooh, red velvet. Yeah, it's a craze of red velvet down here. But then I see on these cookie baking shows that a lot of people like to do red velvet. So it must be a thing that I just was out of the loop with. I hope you don't have a glare whenever. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, coming down, you know, when I moved down here, now that was, hang on, let me figure this out. 37, 47, 57, 38 years ago. So don't say nothing about me. I've been here for 38 years down in North Carolina in the mountains. But let me tell you, you know, I had never had grits before. And I'm really not a grits fan. Don't hate. And then they had a lot of cornbread. Now, we had a little cornbread up north, but I never took to it. Down here, it's more moist and a little sweeter, which is a mighty fine treat. Biscuits is a big thing down here. It wasn't up north. But, you know, everything's changed in 38 years. I mean, food is kind of everywhere now. And then I never had a tomato sandwich. Down here, tomato sandwiches are the thing. You just have bread and mayonnaise and tomato. Now, we had BLTs, bacon, lettuce, tomato, up north, which I love, with a little toast. But this is just, a lot of people just have plain white bread, mayonnaise and tomato. I didn't understand that. But I'll toast like a whole wheat piece of toast and do the tomato and mayonnaise. Especially, I think it's because there's so many people grow fresh tomatoes here. Oh, heaven, I'm in heaven. Oh, a tomato sandwich. Ooh, I love a tomato sandwich. What else did they not have up north down here? There's some other things. I got an itch. There's one spot on my back. It always itches. Not always, but it's the spot. Tomato sandwiches. I'm sure I'll think of something else some other time. But I like that cookie. Okay. Next is the Snickerdoodle. Now, you all probably know what a Snickerdoodle is. Unless you've never heard of it, then you don't know. This is another warm cookie. So the first three were warm cookies. Look at that pretty little thing. Now, this is soft yet crispy, which I love. And it's a sweet vanilla sugar cookie coated in sparkly cinnamon sugar crust. Look at all that cinnamon. Oh, you know this girl loves her some cinnamon. I'm sorry I keep doing this. I just love cinnamon. Ooh, I love me some cinnamon. Remember those hard candies from like way back when? A lot of old-fashioned stores will have those like sticks that are candy. Those cinnamon sticks. Ooh, I suck on those. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I gotta bite this, but no, I have to cut this one. I'm not bringing that big plate. I need to bring a different color plate next time, but I brought this from the Whole Foods that's right near us. Guy said I could. I'm going to put this on this tray, see? Oh, here's your cookie. I didn't show you the cookie. I showed you the cookie. You all my brain. So I'm going to tell this story. I just thought of it. Back when I was in elementary school, here comes a big truck. When I was back in elementary school, I'm just wondering if you can see me. And there was a thing, like, I don't know, we were in, I think it was 4th and 5th grade, maybe 3rd, that you know those cinnamon sticks. Now, if you haven't had a toothpick that's cinnamon, ooh, you got to try it. It's fun. And you just gnaw on it, but it's just fun. Well, it was a thing. Some of the guys were, they would, I don't know if their big brother started doing this or whatever, but they would soak the toothpicks in cinnamon, like, I don't know, overnight or for a week or whatever. They would be so hot, they'd burn your little tongue. Those are too hot for me, but I love me a cinnamon. Okay, on to cinnamon. Okay, so I showed you this. I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work. I want you to be able to see this, and I will get this down so you can see it. Now, all the Crumbl Cookies has these little cookie cutters, which I think might be fun for the office, I suppose, but I just use a knife, but teach their own. They're only $5. See, I demonstrated it one other time, but I didn't say it, I don't think, in my description that I was demonstrating it. So I'll try to cut, oh, Lord. See, it's been raining all night and all morning, and now the sun's peeking out. So, okay, here's your cookie. Here's the cutter. It just gives you 4 pieces. So let's press it down. Uh-oh. Okay, now that's Beautimus now, see? Oh, come on, son. Son. See how they're cut into 4? Now, if you really want to be careful of what you eat, you can cut it again. Here's your 4. You just move it to the center of the pieces, and you cut it again. Now, of course, if you were at home on the table, it'd be easy. It's not hard to cut. It just looks hard because I have this little, ooh, what's on here? Ooh, that's that Boston cream pie. Oh, y'all. We're getting sidetracked into Boston cream pie land. Ooh, that chocolate's good. Okay, so now see what I did. There you go. See, it's like a little pie. Anyway, so that's the deal. I probably won't do this all the time because it takes up a lot of time, and I just like to eat. I like to take a bite out of it. Taking these little pieces is kind of like anticlimactic. So this is a warm cookie, the little Snickerdoodle. Oh, I'm going to take this bite. Hang on. Let me get my little piece so I end up with a little tiny piece. That's so funny. Oh, life is funny. I'm sorry I keep moving into Juven. I never know where to sit. Okay. Cinnamony. Crispy. Well, this is what I'm thinking. I can't say it's the best Snickerdoodle cookie. I can't. I'm sorry, Crumbly. But it's fine. And warm, it would be just so fun. I mean, their batter is just so good. And let me tell you, I got to give a shout out to Crumbl, because often, like last week, I can't remember what cookies were, but sometimes I'll rate something like a 7, and then 2 days later, it tastes like a 10. It's really not fair. So some of the cookies, I might give a 10, and then the next day I go, well, that's really more of a 9 or an 8. And they switch back and forth. So I'm always happy with the cookies I get. So if you get a cookie and you go, ah, shucks, I'm a little disappointed. I spent X amount of money on this. Don't worry, just put it back in the box and wait 24 hours, and then you'll probably be delightfully surprised. And if you find a cookie that you're in love with, eat it. But I tell you, that lemon cookie last week, oh, I think I have one. They still had them. And Penny, oh, she loved this. So what did Barbara do? Here's that lemon cookie, that lemon bar. Oh, now they put more, I don't know if you can see it. They put more powdered sugar on it. So I was going to take that home and surprise her. You know how we all go in different ways? We kind of go in rhythms, you know. Sometimes we have a lot of energy, sometimes we don't. Penny's kind of on that low energy right now, so this might perk her up. Give her a little shout out. Well, we've had a lot going on. We had a porch night to celebrate one of the firefighters' birthdays. Oh, she's a gem. And we had lots of fun. And then it was, of course, Easter. Now, she's Jewish, but... Okay, Snickerdoodle, 6.5. I really just rather bite into them. Let me just take a bite like it's a real cookie. Oh, it is a real cookie. Yeah. That's what I say. And I don't know why. It's kind of like, why am I saying that? You know, and, you know, it could just be what I'm used to growing up. I mean, it's a fun cookie. Don't get me wrong. Snickerdoodles. I love that name, Snickerdoodle. Don't you? Snickerdoodle. Alrighty. I'm feeling the sugar rising. The sugars are rising. I just got off the phone with... It was raining. I told you it was raining all night and all the morning. So I've been waiting to do the Crumbl because in my car, it rained so hard you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I've been waiting. So I called my old bestie. And we were talking, and I forgot what I was going to tell you. Oh, goodness. But I will tell you one thing. So when I was in the car, I was waiting to go in. I was just saying goodbye to her and stuff. And I saw this family, the mother, and I don't know if it was a mother and father, but it was 2 adults and 1 child. And that boy must have been about, I don't know, maybe 10. You know, you never know. He could have been 12. He could have been 9. But... what I loved is he was carrying a stuffed animal, a little Peter Rabbit stuffed animal about this big. God, I love that. And he was so happy, and he started skipping. I'm like, now I don't care if he's 8. To see a child skip, it's just so wonderful. And I think I mentioned that in another vlog about that father and that child skipping down the road. But what I loved is here's a boy in our society carrying a stuffed animal that's Peter Rabbit, and he was so happy. He was just hugging it, and he took a picture with his mama outside Crumbl. And I tell you, it just got my heart. I was like, there is hope, because back in the day, a kid doing that was like, oh, a boy carrying a stuffed animal would be like, oh, and it was cool. It was like a rabbit that would go inside a carrot. I love stuff like that. You know I do. I tell you, at CVS when I was there, when I was doing that CVS haul, I did a CVS haul. That's a lot of fun. Ooh, I tasted a lot of candy that day. Woo! You can imagine what I was like. But anyway, they had a stuffed Peter Rabbit, and it had the little jacket. Oh, I wanted it. And I'm like, Barbara, you have no room in your house. I thought it was so cute. Anyway, what I have to say is that I just love that boy. And, things have changed so much. I know people go, oh, the world's falling apart. But so many things have changed for the better, too. I mean, men can have feelings. Men can cry. When a little child starts crying, a little boy or a teenage boy, I say, cry. Show your courage and cry. Get it out. It's so healthy to get it out, And back in the day, I'm 65. So my mother's generation, people that are in their 90s now, they were young adults. They were in their 20s during the after World War II. Well, after World War II, everyone was celebrating. The war's over. Da-da-da-da. But the thing that really wasn't acknowledged a lot was how many people died. Brothers, sisters, cousins, fathers, grandfathers, boyfriends, fiancés. And so there was a lot of grief going on, but everyone was expected to be happy. At least this is my theory. Everyone's expected to be happy. So a lot of those things were just pushed down, and we're happy. Our house is nice. We all look good. But then there's a lot of grief pushed down, and who knows what that does to a person. Well, it does a lot. You know that damage, whether it's physical or emotional or mental. But so it was kind of like our generation chose, be happy. My grandmother had this 45 record. When I'd visit her, she would put me in her bedroom or somebody's bedroom. And I love this song. I wanted her to do it. But she played the song over and over again on this, on the 45s. Now, people who don't know what I'm talking about. Back in the day, we had albums, vinyls. And that would be an album that big. But then, if you had a single song, the record would be about that big. So she would put that on. And then you have an arm on the record player with the little needle on the grooves. And the arm would make it go over and over and over, the song over and over again. And the song was this, you all. Listen to this. Oh, let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and criers never win. Oh, let the sun shine in. People, that I felt like it was a message for myself, just to keep on smiling no matter what. And I get it. And there are certain times that you have to do that maybe. And in that time and era in my life, it served me better to be smiling. But if you have a lot of grief or you're mourning something or you're just sad, go find a room and just let yourself cry. And sometimes it's hard to learn how to let yourself cry. But, just try to think about it. It might not happen right away, but it cleanses the soul and cleanses your body just to have that cathartic thing happen. Anyway, okay, I have been on the soapbox today. Go, I hope this isn't an hour vlog. Let me get to the last cookie. Oh, this is the chilled cookie. It's the Boston cream pie. Woo! I've been looking. I have to tell you, this is the one I've been looking forward to. Okay, look at that cookie. Oh, that's a pretty cookie. It says a New England-inspired cookie, topped with tasty vanilla pastry, cream. That's that creamy stuff down there. And rich chocolate ganache. Ooh, that ganache. Remember, I got my finger on that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's messed up there. That's a Barbara mistake. It's not Crumbl's. Crumbl did it real pretty for me. I'm sorry. Maybe I should, no. The thing is, these crusts are so big that one of the other cookies had this. I think it was the key lime pie one. It's hard to get to the good stuff. I'll go over here. It's a little thinner. Ready for this? Yeah. Ooh. Quiet, please. Well, I'm going to have to get a room. That cream in there is so divine. I was going to break this in half or cut it, but I decided not to because it's like a little pie. I mean, it's not a pie. I tell you, the two founders of Crumbl, they knew, I mean, they didn't know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And they make... This is just balls of fun. You all, this is wonderful. This is at least a 9. Maybe 9.5. Let's say 9. I love that chocolate ganache. Ooh, ooh, baby. Ooh, child. This is just fun. This almost tastes like a meal. It's just yummy dummy. Not yummy dummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't say yummy crummy. It's like, no, it's not crummy. It's Crumbl, but it's not crummy. Well, y'all, I'll just let this run and I'll just sit here and eat this cookie in silence. You know that's not going to happen. Oh, look at me. Oh, Lord. Is this in the way? That always gets me when somebody is vlogging and they got something on their face, a crumb or food, and on their shirt, and you just want to get it off and you can't. Well, this is fun. You got to get this one. This is balls of fun. This other girl, and I think it's that woman that I saw last week. I said it was kind of down and went pull her head up to say hi. She's all happy smiles today. I think it was the same one. She was very friendly. I wish I knew her name. She told me this was her favorite one. I think, I want to say this is my favorite, but I tell you, that red velvet white chip just shot me to the moon and back. Okay. Oh, that red velvet is a 10. Come on. Come on, people. Red velvet's number 1. Boston cream pie's number 2. Carmel cake's number 3. And Snickerdoodle's number 4. Not that I'm upset with any of them now. I want you to know that. That's a big truck. Just, if you want a little heaven in your mouth and in your tummy, you go buy Crumbl. I tell you, I don't get paid for this. I'm not sponsored. No one's pushing me to do this. I don't have to do it. But you know I have to serve my people because I have now over 100 subscribers. Doesn't cost you all. Just push that little button. I got to stop saying that. I just feel like, just do whatever you want to do, okay, people? Well, I love cookies. I love cookies. I love. The thing is that I'm really more of a chocolate lover or an ice cream lover or even candy. Candy. But these cookies, they just get me smiling. So the Boston cream pie was fun. We had Boston cream pie up north. Oh, I think it was my mom. I don't know who. Somebody really made a good Boston cream pie. I think my mother did. And that caramel cookie. Oh, up north there was a place called Sanders, tomato. Saunders. Oh, God. Oh, that place. Oh! But I was looking at this lineup, and I said, I never had a caramel cake before. But, oh, you all, they made a caramel cake. And I'm not a big caramel cake eater. I don't even know if that exists anymore. I think it does, but I don't know if they make that caramel cake. Hey, Saunders, if you're out there, you make that caramel cake again, people. Ooh, that was good. Good memories. Okay, back to Crumbl Cookie. It's a mighty fine week. You can't go wrong. Stop by. The one in Asheville still has that lemon cookie, which was the lemon bar, which was a 10. And that lasted every day. It was like wonderful. I just had fun. I just have a hard time leaving this, and I'm sorry because I know you people have a life and have other things you want to do. But my goodness, I tell you, it's been raining, but I wish you could see it. The blue sky's breaking through, just like in life. Dark clouds, and then sooner or later, give it some time, a little blue sky will pop up in your life. It might take longer than you wish, but it happens. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the sky going, woo! I wish you could see out here. I'm right by some really huge trees. They're big pine trees. I love a pine tree. Okay, I digress. I diverge. I do it all. I don't do it all. Oh gosh, I was going to talk about that. I'll talk about it some other time. As we get older, things do shift, y'all. So enjoy wherever you're at in life, because things will change. And if you can't enjoy, well, just hang on, okay? Listen, I care about you. You all have a great week. And where's my little button? I'm going to try not to reach for the little doodad. I finally I had to get a new battery. It has a spare battery, but I keep leaving it on. Oh, well. Okay, I just keep talking. Take it easy and take good care of yourself, all right? Take care. Bye-bye now. Oh, is it still on? Lordy, I'm over 40.